Okay, so I'm also a first-time storyteller. I'm a writer. This is my first time at this event, but that was very difficult to follow. That was hilarious. But yes, my last name is Toukatly, and I have 2 cats. So I felt like if you're looking for more storytellers, I can't help myself from talking about my cats. So I like to say that I was born into cat ladyhood because my parents had cats and then they had kids. So people that don't have that experience, I really feel bad for you because it's wonderful to be a cat owner. So grew up with my cats and lost my first cat that I was born into. He lived to be 21. So I never knew life without a cat until I was like 16. And then much resistance from my dad to sign on to 20 more years of cat ownership. We were gifted when a stray cat started coming around my next door neighbors. And they started feeding this cat and letting it get a little bit closer to the house. And then they said, this cat either has a tumor or she is pregnant. So she went away for a few days, and lucky for us, she came back with 4 kittens. So 2 of those kittens have now grown into my cats, and the 2 siblings lived next door, and they were like outdoors cats and wanted to run in the garden, and my cats were like, patio furniture, this is great. So they became domesticated very quickly and are now fully blown, spoiled house cats. So they were born in our neighbor's boat, so we named one of them Noah, and the other one is named Moses because we're Coldplay fans, obviously. So Moses is like a love bug. He's pretty chilled out, but Noah has the word no in his name for a reason, because he's very mischievous. And he was like really agile and like fit when he was a kitten, and could like really, he's like gonna go to the kitty cat Olympics because he can balance all 4 paws on the back of the railing of our kitchen chair. Like, he's so svelte and cool. Now, he is 25 pounds and lays down and drinks from his water dish like he's like Caesar or something. So that's sort of his personality these days. But a while back, after they had moved in and taken claim over the house, we were still in my parents' house, and decided to take out our carpet from our house and put in hardwood floors. So that can really leave a lot of opportunity for these like really mischievous cats to make new friends with the people who were laying down the floors, and lots of opportunity for them to negotiate getting out of the house. And so we had to come up with some solutions for that. My solution was to leave that to my parents and go sleep in their room, because putting down a hardwood floor is really noisy, and I was in college and grumpy and wanted to sleep all day. So I went in my parents' room to sleep, and my dad put the cats on the back porch, and like we had French doors, so he just closed the doors and made sure that the cats couldn't get wherever these hardwood floors were being laid down. But what he didn't remember was why never send my dad to do a job that I should have done myself. He was like, all right, they're done laying down like their tasks for the day, and they're going home, and it's over a series of days that they have to lay this floor down. And so he puts their food by the French doors, and then he opens the French door and lets them in. And then in the back of his mind, he thinks, did I close the bedroom door where they just were working on laying down brand new hardwood floors? So, of course, he opens the French doors, and like lightning, Noah runs to where trouble immediately is. 1, 2, 3, 4, paws in the brand new wet floor glue. All 4 paws, and I wake up hearing, oh my God. So my dad is holding Noah in his huge tummy, just with 4 wet paws of floor glue. And I'm like, what did you let happen to my cat? What have you done? So he gives me the Cliff's Notes version that he didn't shut my sister's bedroom door and let the cat get on all the way on the floor glue before checking to make sure the door was closed. So I'm like, how do you get floor glue off? I have no idea. Why don't we call the vet? My dad was like, well, I think that we need to get it off because it's going to start drying, and his little pity pats of the bottom of his foot were going to harden, and then he couldn't step, and it was desperately heartbreaking. And so we had to act fast. And I said, let's call the vet. And he said, I think we can get glue off with paint thinner. And I was like, really? Are you sure about this? So we tried to wipe paint thinner on floor glue to no success whatsoever, which was a terrible idea. We put the cat in the car, go to the emergency vet, and he had to be sedated and bathed, and the vet told us that my dad almost poisoned him to death. So that's the last time I ever let my dad take care of my cats. And I was like hysterically crying, just devastated, but he, to this day, will find trouble with his 6th sense, and, but he has mellowed out. He's the laziest thing, and I feel glad when I come home from work and see him laying down, just drinking a little bit of water. So we're glad he's with us, even though he's kind of a bump on a log.